Hello, here I am. Here I am. Here I am. Friday Night Live, guys. Friday Night Live. My camera is all over the place. How is everybody getting on tonight? You working, Pat? How did I know you were there? How's everybody getting on? It's winter again. So winter has decided that you had 5 good days there. Temperature got a wee bit up, nearly got up into like 13 degrees one day, and so the weather has decided that is enough, and it's back to being like 2 degrees today or something like that. It's freezing. It's freezing, and parts of Ireland have snow. So that's what's been going on here. How have you guys been up there? Who's online? Guys, jump into the comments, say hello. Roddy, how's it going? What's the crack, man? It's quiet tonight. It's quiet. Am I late, or is it just quiet? No, I think I'm about right. How are you getting on with all your bits and bobs, Roddy? I saw your post on Facebook. What did you get in it? Saws, how's it going? See, now there's a funny bit of YouTube magic. Oh no, there it is now. There it is now. You're back? Were you away? You've been off work all week? It's not the Rona, is it? Or are you off on purpose? We really snow. That's what I was just saying. We have nothing. It's very, very cold. I was down at Red Branch this morning, just doing a bit of cleaning up and stuff, getting ready, because there's a pond going in tomorrow, hopefully. And I was recording a couple of videos, just Bushcraft. Okay. No, well, it's us. Wayne, how's it going? And I went out to get something in the truck, and the truck was parked out in the green part. Went out to get something. Pat, how's it going? Leonard, how's it going? What's the crack? And I looked up to the sky, and it was like the apocalypse. Roddy, that's a great haul. How did you manage that? Mark, how's it going? You're very welcome, guys. Everybody's very, very welcome. Get those thumbs up. Get those thumbs up on those on that thing with the yoke. So what was I going to say? That's a really good score, Roddy. Really good score. Really, really nice. So so listen, I ran back into the forest, and I grabbed the dogs. No, I grabbed the camera. I says, I better get into the truck. We're all going to die. And I ran and got into the truck, turned the key, and it just went just like rain and snow and sleet and hailstones and everything. It was just like mental for like 5 minutes. Spring. You gotta love spring. You gotta love spring. Spring in Leitrim, I'm sure, is tough. Spring in Achill was tough. So that. What else have I been up to this week now, guys? Working. I've been working. I've been doing a bit of. It's gardening time, you know. So I have been gardening for my brother. He has a big garden, and he is working from home, but he works big hours. Stephen, how's it going? You're very welcome. And so I was power hosing, cutting grass, strimming, doing a little bit for myself. Still warm, boy. Nice. Grumpy Toe, how's it going? Now, here's something I was looking at. Yes, Pat. Montana weather, same thing, you know. And then the sun came out afterwards, and then 5 minutes later, it was the same again. So I was home drinking coffee at that stage. But so, right, axes. Let's talk about axes for a minute, guys. And I don't want to talk about modern axes. I want to talk about, sorry, I don't want to talk about classic axes. I want to talk about modern axes, okay? I want to talk about your Fiskars and your Husqvarna type splitting axes. whatever, composite handle. And you know, does anybody use them? Are they any good? Go for it, Stephen. Roddy, you have a question for me as well. I know you do. Go, Stephen. What's your question? So do people use them? Are they any good? I do like the look of the Husqvarna ones. They look like a pretty cool axe. But do they work? Would you like to see me using them on the channel? You know, I do like the look of the big beefy Fiskars one, you know, the big heavy duty one, but it's like 80 quid or something. So I did contact Fiskars a little while ago to see if they wanted to do some stuff with the channel, and they still haven't replied. So I'm going to assume that is a no. Yeah, 1 second, Stephen, I'll clean my glasses. Yeah, about the rabbits. Go for it. Yeah, but people swear by them. They work. They're very light. They swing very well. They bite real deep, and they split the wood. You know, so this is it's the heavy one I'm looking at. You know, I'm looking at what's a wet noodle axe now, Pat? Do you have those plastic handle Fiskars? Yeah. Yeah, oh Jesus, hey. You do saws, I swear to God. I remember being about this time of year, being on the lake on Achill Island, teaching canoeing sessions and kayaking sessions, and it just, you know, you can tell any sort of westerly wind. No, Stephen, nothing like that. No big cats, nothing like that. There's no habitat here for them. There's nothing. It's all farmland. All farmland that is worked to an inch of its life. And I think it's more to do with chemical fertilizers than anything else. So Kyle, how's it going? So these westerly squalls come in from the Atlantic and blow in off the Atlantic, and you're talking about really sunny and calm and lovely, and like 2 minutes later, black skies, howling wind, kids getting blown all over the lake, kayaks everywhere. You know, we used to call them the kayak grenades, because you'd have all these kids sitting in their kayaks and they'd all be all nice and close together, and then one of those squalls would come in and the kids would just go a halkomol, eh? Yeah. Is it, what make is it, Roddy? I am interested in those Fiskars one, but I would like the heavy one. I'm looking for a heavier maul. That's what I'm looking for. Ah, I get you. I get you. Okay. Yes. The husky ones aren't great. It's only for softwoods. Do you know what actually put it in my head? I was watching. Any of you guys subscribe to Out in the Woods Forestry? Have you ever heard of that YouTube channel? He is a production faller for some company. I know all his workers in Ireland, but he you know, he's in Leitrim all the time. So all he does is all he does is just go in and cut down hundreds of trees. Do you know what I mean? Like, but my God, he is a handy man with a chainsaw. Jesus Christ of Almighty! Some very good videos. Like, they're not set up. Do you mean wrong channel, Roddy? What's lovely? So Out of the Woods Forestry, guys, check him out. I think he's only got like 2,000 subs or something like that. But he cut all the trees around here. That's how I came across his channel first, because I was Googling cutting down, you know, tree felling South Armagh, and he came up. He uses his 365 and stuff like that, and he's been running the 500i for a year, I think, testing it as well. But yeah, good channel, good faller. But I like the look of his Husqvarna. No, this guy is hang on. Maybe I am. No. Okay, so yeah, Out of the Woods is another guy. I don't know what this guy's called. Then I've made a mistake. Listen, I tell you what I'll do. Yeah, I'm getting them mixed up, or he's Out of the Woods or something like that. This guy is called. Someone thinks Bigfoot is in Ireland. Some lad down in Kerry with really big feet. Yeah, it's rough, boy. It's rough out there. Like the girls went out on their. Guys, can you close that door, please? The girls went out on their little electric bikes, and within 30 seconds they were completely soaked. But like they got a good run, but it was literally like, oh, it's got very dark. So what has everybody been up to? Lily was back at school on Monday, so this is my first week of freedom since before Christmas. So, but not freedom, you know what I mean. But it's the first week I've had a chance to actually get out and do stuff. So I was cutting grass. Cutting grass is just one of those things, if I wasn't cutting grass, I'd be doing nothing else. Do you know what I have been doing? It is I have spent a large part of this week trying to track somebody down in the government to give me some information about reopening my business. I've spent at least 6 hours doing that. I was sort of half thinking about one this weekend. Kyle, did you see my camp out video on Red Branch on my other channel? I think you did actually. But then I think I might have a digger in tomorrow, so I might have 2 diggers in tomorrow. This is the thing at Red Branch. So yeah. Yeah, Pat, exactly. So that's what I was doing. I was cutting grass and strimming. Got the strimmer back, broke the strimmer, fixed the strimmer, got it back strimming again, and it keeps cutting out every time I take my finger off the throttle. I don't know what's going on there now. But I bought a new brush cutter today. And I also bought a backpack blower. So I bought a Honda 4-stroke brush cutter. For any of you guys that are into your brush cutters, I bought the biggest one to have, the 50cc one, or 47cc or something. I'm not sure. Professional grade. I think it's. Listen, the Hyundai is a good brush cutter, but I just think that I'm killing it. So I'm going to give that to my brother. So I think that is the plan. Now I just need to get it here. This is the problem. So I don't know, any of you guys use Honda equipment? It was recommended to me by the guy who fixes my 2-stroke stuff. He says you talk about Honda lawnmowers and stuff like that, and they are by far the best lawnmowers. And how 100 quid for the lawnmower? That's good going. Honda lawnmowers are expensive, hey. They're expensive, and they cut my fingers. And score. I was up at the school collecting Evie, and there was a guy there working a chipper. I was like, hang on a second, why is he running a chipper? Like a big chipper, putting branches through a chipper. So the next morning I went up and I says, Yeah, it's a 4-stroke, gas 4-stroke. Toe, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. The problem being, Toe, is that Indiana Dog. All right. Actually, the Honda was about £200 cheaper than the Husqvarna in the same CC range. And there you have it. And it's 4-stroke, but the Husqvarna is only 2-stroke, obviously. What the hell was I talking about? What was I talking about? Somebody remind me. Somebody remind me. What was I talking about? Yeah, the big. I think it was like 5 something. But the noise you can hear, guys, is the chipper. Look. So, the man's running the chipper. So the next morning I went over and he says, "Boys, you run the chipper yesterday. Is there any firewood laying about?" And the man says, "There's a big pile of it there. You can have it. Big stack of silver birch trees." So I says, I'll be back later. So I reversed up. Me and your man filled up the whole back of the pickup full of silver birch. Only about maybe 4 inches max. But yes, I was indeed, Doug, except for you. Yeah, listen, the big still brush cutter, right? I went looking at that and I nearly pulled the trigger on one of those last year. Very, 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 very close. And then I discovered that the big still brush cutter, there's a bigger one. There's one for about 1,300 quid. And it's called the clearing saw. Rob, how's it going? So I was going, I'm not spending 1,300 quid on a bloody clearing saw. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a brush cutter, a professional brush cutter is something that I use every week. You know what I mean? It'd be something that I would nearly use as much as the chainsaw. So, and the thing is, right, the Hyundai cost me £130 4 years ago. You know, a good harness makes all the difference, I find. Hey, I really do. So the Hyundai cost me £130 off Amazon, right? And it came with a 3-year warranty, and they fixed everything, no quibble. If anything broke, they fixed it, right? So I'm going to give that to my brother but you know, it's not professional grade. That's the bottom line, right? So, but I bought a 57cc backpack blower Hyundai today for £120 direct off their website. And that's the price of it. It wasn't on sale or anything. So with the same warranty and everything. So, you know, that's not something I'm going to use every day. So I'm thinking I'll get longer out of that. Journey North, how's it going? It is nighttime here. 19 minutes past 9 o'clock in the nighttime. So, yeah, so I did a bit of shopping. Much needed, hey, much needed. The poor Hyundai was just you know, sometimes when your equipment gets to a certain stage and every time you're using it, it's breaking. And you think to yourself, it's time to replace you. It's time to replace you. But yes, there is nothing like a good strimmer. That's what I got, hey. That's what I got, Rob. The Hyundai. Very cheap. Very, very cheap. And I think at this stage, I should probably have shares in Hyundai for the amount of brush cutters that I've sold for them. I get people all the time going, "Oh, good man, Wally, I bought that brush cutter." There you have it, hey. There you have it. You see, the thing is, right, I'm not a professional. So I hear, Stephen, so I hear. I'm not a professional with these things, you know. But there has been so many times where I have been doing a job and you're brushing up leaves or you're brushing up grass clippings, and I'm just thinking to myself, should have bought that bloody backpack blower when I had the chance. You know what I mean? So they are a handy thing. See, I've never tried their chainsaws. I've never tried their chainsaws. And you see, they do log splitters as well. So they make petrol log splitters too. So what I was trying to do was I was trying to angle at them to try and get that's cool, kid. To try and get a splitter for Splitter Wars, for the last Splitter Wars. But they weren't interested at all, actually. And to tell you the truth, not one single company was interested in it, except Eastham made splitters, but they were already in it. So what can you do? Just stick to them all, I suppose. Stick to them all. Now, here is the question. Now, I know you've seen this, Pat, because we were chatting about this the other day. 17 degrees next week. Log splitters are for old men. Wally is an old man, and he's getting older by the minute. Imagine a log splitter. Oh, split logs, put logs on fire. Scott, how's it going? And what was I saying? Guys, how many of you have seen Splitter Wars? Wow. That's amazing, Pat. You see, if you're handy with fixing things, you know, and two strokes, you know, you just replace them. You just replace the parts. Way to go. Depending on the quality, I think, when you get it. And it cuts wins, no bother. Put the saw blade on it. I know nothing about courses, hey. The ITA chainsaw course, I thought they were Lantra courses. So that is, see, they've changed the name of them. Is it the CS30 and CS31 or something? Is that what you call them? 5-day course. Chainsaw maintenance. Yeah. I think that's it. So I've never done any chainsaw courses. I have looked into them and I have considered it. And I think there's to get up there and do a decent amount of courses, there's quite a bit of money involved in it, you know. So I don't know how much is that course tow? Is it like 700 quid to do it in Todd's Leap? I know they definitely run a 5-day course in Todd's Leap with a 1-day. Dan, how's it going? Dan, I'm going to send you a PM on Facebook either today or tomorrow. I just want to talk to you about MREs and I want to know where you get them from. I find it difficult to get them. But what was I going to say? I don't know much about them at all. I don't know much about the courses at all. I know that if you do, I know that it only covers you to fell very small trees. Pooped or popped? That is a good question. 5-day course is about 500 quid. That is not bad. That is not bad. Yeah. Splitter Wars. Oh, 700. Okay. Yeah. It's still a good price. Really? That is good. That is good to know. Who funded that for you? Really, Dan? That is so cool. That's so cool. Can I'm going to show that, okay? So what, tell me what look. That's the tooth. Those Lithuanian MREs, one of the biscuits snapped off my tooth. No, Diesel, I never looked at it. I did actually, but I just watched. I watched the video on it. Well, I sort of watched the video on it. I think it was the right thing. But I haven't looked at getting one yet. No. This was English Woodsman has a channel. Has 2 channels. So he's English Woodsman. He's another channel, and the other channel is about ready meals, pack food. You know, for camping and bushcraft and stuff like that, which is really good. And I did a whole big, geez, it must be last year. I did thank you, Doug. Thank you. Yeah, the Lithuanian MREs. Yeah. And you know what? I tried 3 different ones, and the main meals all tasted the same. They all tasted the same. They all tasted slightly like stew, baby food stew. You know, oh no, I know a fair bit about tents as well. Hey, sure. I sold tents and worked in outdoor shops and stuff like that, and sold tents and advised people on tents, and I have a fair few tents myself. I just prefer not to sleep in them anymore. I just like being outside, you know. But like, if I was going somewhere and I had to get from A to B to C to D, and you're talking about multiple overnights and crap weather, I would probably bring a tent. So there's some quite good ones out there as well. You're camping right now, like right now, this minute. Good man, but good man, Dan. Okay. You should try that Oregon One for All mulching plate. Hey, Jesus Christ! I think I might spray paint it green. Well, do you know what, Kyle? See English Woodsman there? Go subscribe to his channel if you want to know about tents. There is nothing that man doesn't know about tents. So, 2 to 3 man, I have a big, massive tent. Are your lockdown restrictions lifted next weekend? Yeah, hot sauce in them's good. Hot sauce. I remember being on. I would have bought MREs, right, and I would have stashed them in the bottom of my bags when I was outdoor pursuing, right, and especially in my mountain rescue bag, and I always would have had one stash somewhere, because there was very rarely when you're out long enough that you would need it, right, but sometimes, you know, Pat, don't be asking me questions like that. What were we talking about last week? And what happened is, wait, hang on. I'm missing something here. Outdoor sports can be played, so camping is my sport. Well, the way it is here is that they're saying that in regards to Red Branch, they're saying that as from Monday or from after Easter, 15 people can meet outside for sports, right? But that sport needs to be regulated by a governing body. Vango make bomb-proof tents as well, I have to say. But when we were in the Scouts, and we trashed everything we got when we were in the Scouts, and those Vango tents lasted a long, long time. Buckin says the government charges 25,000 or £1,400 for. What's that for, Scott? Sorry. No, but the British 24-hour ration packs have loads of curries, loads and loads of curries and stuff like that, and they're not bad. They're not bad. Now, I tell you what, when I was testing them, I did American MRE, I did the British 24-hour pack, I did a couple of Lithuanians, and do you know what I found the best, Woodsman, was the Summit to Eat. Summit to Eats were the best. You just eat one meal and you're full. Oh, for the faller search, Jesus, that is, you see, but the course that we're talking about there, Scott, is not a faller search. It's like the first step, right? And it only covers you to fall trees up to 4 or 6 inches, I think. Okay, so that's that covered. Fangos are good. Coleman makes some really good tents. They're small tents. They're small 2-man tents. I have one, and I must have it 20 years, and it was bomb-proof until Siobhan broke the poles. And she didn't break them when the tent was up. I don't know what she was doing. She's putting them away or something, and she broke. So okay, £25,000 for your fall insert. That is mental. Right, I've missed something there. I've missed something. Anyway, listen. So what I would do, guys, is I would stash them in the bottom of a bag, and if I really was in a situation where we needed something bad, I would bring them out now. The summon dates are very good. I was impressed. Very, very impressed. There would have been my older videos, maybe 2 years ago. J-Bear, how's it going? So what I would say, but one time we were on this big hill walk, a 25-kilometer hill walk, and you do half of it and camp out and do the next of it the rest day. And it was tough conditions. It was like today, right? And I just didn't want to be with the group anymore. I couldn't, you're talking about teenagers who didn't want to be there. They're all moaning and complaining, and it's my job to motivate them and get them from A to B and not die. And I was just pissed off, soaking wet, boy. And I dug out this packet of like 1998 Skittles that came out of an American MRE, boy. And I ate them and just vroom, hummingbird mode, I remember one time I was up Croagh Patrick, and Croagh Patrick is the holy mountain in the west of Ireland, and it was around St. Patrick's Day, and there was snow everywhere, and I was in my mountain rescue gear. I was semi-officially there as a mountain rescue representative doing this 7-day walk up this mountain, and it was about day 5. I was coming down, and this guy just had like a massive fall behind me. Like, it's a very, very steep mountain, very, very steep mountain. This guy just was like this. I just turned around, and he's like tumbling down the mountain, and I'm like, oh no. We ended up in the snow. I ended up in the snow with this guy, dealing with this casualty for like 6 hours, right? And I was like, I used everything I had at my disposal, everything in my rucksack, everything. I had roll mats out, I had bivy bags, I had emergency blankets and everything, trying to keep this boy good. There was gale force winds and snow, and couldn't get a helicopter to come in. It was all just like, I had to wait for the team to come out, an advance party to come out and all. The next, and and I'm sitting there, I'm starving, I'm digging through my bag looking for something, and I found this like an MRE with the heater and everything, some chicken fajitas or something like that. And I remember just putting it into the bag and being up the mountain and just being like, eating this chicken fajita. No, I don't remember what we were talking about last week. Was it Satanism? Were we talking about Satanism last week, or was it Christianity? I don't remember. Jelly beans. A flotation or an anchor. I like that. The US, the American ones are good, and the spoon is nice and long. I like the ones that have a long spoon. I think it's handy. Yeah. The basic chainsaw course. I would be going to my local dole office and seeing if they can fund it for you. EWM Adventure Food, guys. That's the name of it. Get over and give it a sub, hey, because it's a hit and miss with a lot of these bloody foods. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I've been through a lot of them as well, and you can't beat an old steak cooked over a firebox stove, hey. That's what I think. That's, and it was you. That's what it was, Stephen. We were talking about Satanism. We were talking about Led Zeppelin, and we were talking about loads of random stuff. Wally went off on a bit of a rant last week, I do believe, or was that the week before? I don't know. Hey, Kyle, I don't know what those tents are like. I know that Dan Woodsman, you would not recommend one Tigris, is that right? From watching your videos, I know you had issues with one Tigris. Yeah, Mr. Crowley. Yes, Mr. Crowley. So listen, guys, I have used Vango tents. I have used Coleman tents. I have used the old A-frame Force 10 Vangos, and I have. Yes, didn't I get it mixed up thinking that John Bonham had died and that they were blaming it on Satanism? Eurohike! That's the tent for you now. Good man, Vase, way. The old Eurohike tents. Hey, listen, Eurohike tents were good. Eurohike tents stood up to a lot of abuse that we would have given them, me and Paul Vase. And they lasted really well. We're talking about the Vango tents, Vase. You remember the Vango tents we used to use back in the day? And they were good tents. So now is the time to get a tent, not in a month when they're all going to be more expensive in price. So we ended up with those scout tents after our scouts finished, because our scouts disbanded, and we ended up having those Vango tents, and we took them to parties and stuff, you know. Randy, how is it going? Are you two sitting beside each other, Paul Vase and Randy Leahy? So guys, the Eurohike tents were good, you know, and they are the tents that I know, and they are the tents that I've used. I've also used some of those canvas teepees, and they are excellent. Vangos are made in Glasgow. I didn't know that. So that is tents. Listen, Coleman tents. I have one of those big Coleman Octagon tents, one of those 8-man jobs, and it is class. Absolutely class. It is. You could have a concert in it. It's brilliant. Hang on, I've put my glasses on. I can't see anything. No, Stephen, you're thinking of lavus. No, this is a big 6-meter thing. It's massive. You can put a stove in these things and everything. Go from Glasgow. No, don't. Not at all. Way over here. So, yes. Now, see, I'm lost again. Hey, lost again. Don't know what we're talking about. So, how are you getting on, Randy? You busy? Hobbling about, I hear. Hobbling about. That's two of you hobbling. So, are you two beside each other, both on crutches? No, Randy. Fine, go Govan. Good man, Randy. We started talking about axes. We always start talking about axes or chainsaws. Axes. What were we talking about? Axes. The Hultifer's axe. I heard Elvis is dead. I heard that. I heard he'd left the building as well. Guys, axes. So, I realized the other day when I was splitting the kindling is that I have that little Hultifer's axe, and I've never cut down a tree with that. So maybe I might cut down a tree with that. I was going to try and Splitter Wars, yay! No, there is no word of another Splitter Wars yet, guys, and I don't know if I will take part in it again. So. It was restrictive the last time, and it's restrictive as in to do accommodate me and my sort of circumstances and being in Ireland and stuff. Yeah, I see they were the good ones, and you see, you know, so to do put certain guidelines in place, and I know there was a little bit of an issue, and people were sort of, some of you guys, some subscribers were giving out saying, "Oh, Wally, it's too restrictive," you know, but like you got to remember, I am only the guy with the axe splitting the wood. I'm the test, you know. That's me. I'm the test. I'm the control, sorry. So they are the ones that are using the splitters. Jesus, that's brilliant. Hey, listen, and a tent from Plasy Brennan will be extremely well looked after. Plasy Brennan is the mountain centre in Wales, so they're like the government. They are like the gold standard government outdoor pursuit centre. So that is so. I don't know about it. You know, like I did it the last time. I did it the first time, and I was up to my neck in wood, and I was splitting wood every single day for hours on end. I was fit. I was well fit to do it, and it was really enjoyable. And the whole buzz around it and the excitement around it was really, really good. The second time was different. Just wasn't the same. You know, and you're talking about when my video premiered, you know, you know, thousands of views. It just took off, whereas the other one is still just, it's not very viewed at all. No, I think it would be a better video if you put me up against Buckin. Yeah, I said it. I love to challenge Buckin to a split off, but he is such nice wood to split. Do you know what I mean? I think all those furs and everything that you guys have over there are really nice to split. I know when I get some larch or something over here, I'm just like, you know, this is. I know I'm an owl fart, but listen, I can still split wood. So that's the way around it. No Peppy tonight. So no speaking German, Doug. No speaking German. Okay, I know you're a bloody blue thing. Can't remember the name, but Jesus, I am away with it tonight. Hey, the moderator and all. But what was I going to say? So, I don't know. Splitter Wars was good fun. Looks like I was a bit by a dog, doesn't it? But it was good fun. But I don't know if I'd do it again. So I might do it again just because I know you guys like to see me. Sheds are handy. I know you guys like to see me work hard and you like to see me sweat. So maybe. Yeah. That wood just seems very easy. I really do. Stephen. Yes. But yeah, come on, go split some beech, Roddy, huh? Go split some beech, split some bloody tough grained oak or something. It's just different trees. It's so different. So listen, here's the bottom line. If Andrew Easton rang me up in the morning and said, Wally, I've got a log splitter for your channel, the first one in Ireland, will you use it on your channel? I would say, here's my address. Will do, Woodsman. Thank you very much. Take it easy. Some frozen. Here, listen, Roddy, have you ever seen my video on splitting wood? Does wood split easier when it's frozen? Could have been last year, maybe this time last year. And I tell you, I found that wood pops much easier. If it's straight grained, it pops open when it's frozen. So I liked that. Stephen, you're very welcome. See, Stephen and Roddy come in there nearly the same color. I sort of nearly missed you there, buddy. So it's I would like a regular firewood. I am slowly starting to fill up. There is a firewood update video coming. All right, so that already. It's hard to know, boy. It's hard to know. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing with videos at the minute. I'm sure she does, North. Jeannie Mac -30. That's crazy. So I've been doing a fair bit of chainsaw stuff and a little bit of wood splitting and stuff lately, and I've been recording it, guys. I have videos uploaded and waiting to come out until, you know, the next video I upload, and it's in, I just haven't edited it yet. I have 2 more sitting in the computer, unedited. That'll bring me into the first week of May. Do you know what I mean? So I'm sort of thinking, I'm sort of thinking, you know, do I start uploading more videos? Do I move it to 3 a week again, you know, and then, or is it just slowly going to start creeping up to 5 a week and then 7 a week and stuff? So it's sort of going in waves at the minute. So what I'm doing is I'm sort of ending up recording like 10 Red Branch videos and setting them up, then like 10 Woolies World videos and setting them up. So what? Oh, here, listen. What about the stump? What about my sycamore stump? What do you guys think of that? How many of you saw that one? Where the stump stands back up. Guys, that tree is like, that tree is like that thick. It's massive tree. And I have the videos coming out of that, guys. When I was cutting that to get the saw to go through it, I have to hold the saw up like this. He's standing up so tall. And when I'm actually putting the wedges in to split it off, I'm standing up on 2 stumps. So I woke it up. Yes, that's right. Yes. Ron came up with a good one. I was going to reply, but I didn't. I'll just leave it at that. I left it at that. I didn't go after it. Hey, I left it standing. I was going to take it down another 20 inches or another 18 inches, and then I was going to see if I could get it a wee bit lower as well. But the same as it is over at you guys, I'm sure, is that if a farmer sees a tree, it's a fence post. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, there could have been 50 years of fences buried in that, you know, at 4 foot and down. So I just decided to leave it. But I knew it was coming. You know, and this was the thing that I had been thinking about when I was cutting it. I always was aware that it was going to flip back over at some stage. And if you look, when I was editing the video, you can see it really, you can see it just flopping about back and forward, like when I'm cutting at it with the saw, you know. But my God, the Frankensaw ate that thing up. Wait till you see the videos, guys. Jesus Christ. Frankensaw buried to the hilt, just straight into it, boy, and it's just, and sawdust just everywhere, boy. everywhere. I got some really good footage. Didn't get a lot of firewood out of it now. I got maybe 4 big rounds. That's a big tree, boy. Big tree. And listen, it's not just that it was big, it was awkward. And do you know, funny enough, do you know what came up in my my Facebook memories today? Was that 3 years ago I started cutting that tree. 3 years ago. 3 years ago. It's crazy, isn't it? So, and that tree was the reason why I bought the Frankensaw, because I had a 455 Rancher before that, and it just wasn't big enough, wasn't powerful enough to cut that. And people were just going, listen, Wally, you're gonna burn that saw out on that big tree. But I was running the Frankensaw on it, very hard sycamore, was well seasoned, and you see North, you know what it's all about, getting those splitters in, you know. So I was running that full chisel chain. The full chisel chain from Oregon, the one that is designed for softwoods only. Jesus Christ, it did blunt now, but you know, I was pretty much done for the day anyway. But it was hairy getting in and out of there as well. I should have recorded that. That was cool. It was cool, and it was very exciting, I have to say. It was very exciting. But I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. But I logged everything up on site and took it home and just stacked it straight into the wood pile. Great. Now all I need to do is get about 2.5 more tons of it. But hopefully I'll be able to get some. Hopefully I'll be able to get some more soon. So tell me this now. So what? That was it. There's 3 videos in that. Yeah, there's going to be a load of chainsaw stuff coming out, guys. I'm only 26. He says only. I'm only 26. Yeah. The next time I see 26, I'll be 26 stone. Well, you see, that's a big part of it for me as well, Doug. Do you know what I mean? And it's to do with the physicality of it, you know, the physicality of and it's to do with the when you're splitting wood, you're always thinking about what you're going to do next. So you're always making plans, and when you're making plans, it puts you into the front part of your brain, and that's you know, that's good for you. It's good for your mind. So hang on a second. What were we talking about last week? On which leg? On which leg is what? Right leg or left leg? Am I going backwards? I'm more anti-clockwise than backwards. Let's split this, Doug. You're right. So getting you out of your primitive mind and into your frontal cortex and using your brain power for the good of mankind by splitting wood. Snowing like mad. Where are you again, Toe? You up in the border? That's what we were just talking about. Snow. We're expecting. There's supposed to be snow tonight here. You know, it's like it's the end of March. It's crazy. You know, it was roasting the other day. I was in a t-shirt, out working in a t-shirt. Oh, I get you. Yeah. Yes. and we have none. We have none at all. Monaghan's only over the road, like so. Snow with you too? No way! Oh, I can't wait for snow. Oh no, I have diggers coming tomorrow. Can diggers work in the snow? So, God knows. Randy. I have tons and tons and tons of wood chip that I'm going to get moved very soon into the forest. So if you want it, it's down at the car park at Red Branch. So you're more than welcome to come down and take a trailer away from it. I did say that the Vice as well, but he just sort of, oh yeah. That never happened. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all that down into the forest. The Bob of 100 saws. So if the digger does come tomorrow, I am definitely going to drive it. Possibly crash it into a river, but definitely going to give it a wee go. It's going to be a big it's going to be a big digger. It's not going to be a wee small one. It's going to be a big digger. So your mate's coming down, Randy. So hopefully I will be able to get the pond in, probably make a video which shows me digging it by hand and then shows me finished with a big pond and everything, and like unicorns and rainbows and all that cool stuff that happens on my videos. Madness. What is Woody even be talking about? Conla, how's it going? So you know, that is cousin Conla, how's it going? That is the crack, you know. So yes, a nature pond. It is for habitat creation. That's what it is. So hang on. See, when I stop like this is me reading messages. Yeah, you have a lot of sun in the summer, not a lot in the winter. I don't know how I would like that. It's dark enough in winter here, you know, when you're sort of in the house and you can't really get out. But then the difference being here and there is that we have our winters are crap. You know, it's wet and miserable. You know, it's not like we have snow or anything like that. You know, we have maybe one day of snow if we're lucky, but it's always just wet and miserable. We just have weather systems ploughing off the Atlantic, full of moisture, full of wind, full of moisture, full of wind, and it's hard to get anything done outside. You know, so which would be different. Well, the wild woolly already has his wild habitat created. I was down looking at the. I've left the shed cabin open. I've had the doors and all the windows open for the last week, and it's all dried out. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down and I'm going to rip the roof off it and fix the roof as well. So that is going to be coming up. But now with the whole new shift in channel focus and stuff like that, is that something that you put on the channel? Is it? Now that we're all about chainsaws and axes and other cool manly pursuits. So this, yeah, of course I will. Of course I will. Maybe I should start a third channel. Wooly's random videos where I can upload all the mental random stuff, and just this is going to be my channel for random stuff. I'm not really going to worry too much about subscribers and stuff like that. Yeah, Toe, you're right. Winters, yay. No, we were talking about Satanism. We're talking about Satanism. Wooly went on a rampage about COVID. Wooly went on a rampage, on a complete rant on Stephen. I'll see you in the comments, buddy. Wooly went off on a couple of rants definitely about the environment. Definitely about green deserts. That seems to be no goldfish. No goldfish. So what it needs to be a habitat, right? So it's habitat creation. So even though I'm beside a river, I can't use river water in it. It needs to come from the sky, or it needs to soak through, to do with microorganisms and stuff like that might live in the river, that would prey on anything that would live in a pond. So it's to do with a project, an ongoing project here, that is to do with monitoring dragons, mostly little small dragons, newts and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know why people are obsessed with last week when I don't even remember, yesterday really. I should listen. Sure, some crack, isn't it? Yeah, what happened last week? Somebody tell me what happened last week and why everybody is so obsessed with last week. Well, you're not here as well. It's always us. I see everybody in the comment section. It's always us. Okay. Scotland just beat France. No way. No way. Really? Oh, sorry, North. It was the best one ever. There's no way that Wooly was like just talking crap for 2 hours. No way did that happen. Did Roddy, really? Scotland beat France. Scotland beat France. Ireland comes second and Wales win the Six Nations. Did I get that right? Doug, what are you talking about? Who is Ben? Ben Scott. No, I don't know who Ben Scott is. What's the score? Is it over? Scotland second. No way. No. Oh, maybe. Is there YouTube channels just with people ranting? I feel like that is a niche that I could get into. Jesus, man. I'm the master of rants. No, Roddy, I don't believe it. Listen, if Scotland have come second and placed higher than Ireland in the Six Nations, I am removing you as a moderator from my live chats. I don't. It's really weird, guys. YouTube is a bizarre land. Ah, the silent live feed. Thanks, Pat. Pat is obsessed with silent videos. He loves my silent videos. So, guys, like, have you seen the videos where somebody is watching the video and talking about it? Some of them are good, right? You know, but it's like, you know, it's I don't know. It's like an opinion thing. So you're giving your opinion on somebody else's YouTube video. Roddy, do you ever watch The Critical Drinker? He's a Scottish. I know. Roddy, The Critical Drinker is a Scottish YouTuber who does reaction channels. That's it, Stephen. Yeah. He does reviews of TV programs and movies. He's really, really good. He's really, really good. You should check him out. He's really good. He's very funny. But I sure listen. So what else would you be at on a Friday night, spending time with your family, when you could be listening to Woody talk shit for hours? It's just great crack. Great crack. Check him out. If you're into movies and stuff, you'll enjoy it. He's funny. I'm going to say he's funny, right? But I don't know. I like his style of comedy. So he's very brash. So that is the crack. Yeah. There's that. Have you seen that guy? He's a soldier. He's an ex-Marine or something. And he talks about all these different things. Sometimes his are very funny. But yeah, it's just a bit crazy. There is literally a YouTube channel for everything. And this is the thing, is that you think you have seen all the YouTube channels, and then, you know, like, I'm constantly surprised that something will appear in my live or in my feed, and it'll be like a channel that is very closely related to something that I watch all the time, and this person will have millions of subscribers, and his videos are off the chart, and you're like, I have never even heard of this person before in my life. You know, it's crazy. Gendit Commando. No, that's not him. I can't think of his name. It'll never come to me. Sure, I never remember these things. And then Pat will be saying, "What were you talking about last week, Wally?" And I'll be like, "I don't have a clue. I don't even know what day it is, really." There's a YouTube channel for nothing, guys. There is a live fire channel on YouTube, right? It comes up because you're right, Doug. You're right, Doug. You probably get links to these channels as well because of your ASMR video, right? There's a live fire channel, right? And because I've done a couple of those no talking ASMR type videos, right, I get these links for this type of channel all the time. Guys, you're talking, all it is, you turn it on and it's just a fire, right? And it has hundreds of millions of views. It's like, oh no, I'm gonna have to go look at this. Yeah, exactly, Sauce. That's the thing, like, you know, just like metal, and you've channels, boys that have like maybe 400 subs, and their videos are watched thousands and thousands of times. Yeah, yeah. And Doug, have you seen the ones where it's like mountain campfire, and it's like 8 hours long, and it's just a fire, an actual campfire? Somebody's just sat a camera down and recorded it for 8 hours straight, and it's like, yeah. Well, listen, another moderator just handled this. Fair play, Doug. Language. Yes, Doug. Well said, Roddy. Who moderates the moderators? I know I've said that before. So, and that's it. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it's great. I love it. You know, it's such an outlet for people. Do you know what I mean? Like, such an outlet. And such, when you look at Buckin's channel, right? Buck and Billy Ray's channel, Hang on, so you need to send me the link. I'll put that on. I'll listen to that at night. Can't be go to sleep. Guys, when you think about Buckin's channel, right, and you think about what his channel allows him to do you know what I mean? It's unreal. It's unreal. It's just you know there's so much potential for it, and it would be so easy to ruin it as well, wasn't it? Buckin puts out a video every day. Is he still putting out a video every day? I know he was for a while. Man, his saws on the last video. Oh my god. The 371 and the 372. I was like, oh, Buckin, just send me one of those, will you? that 371 here, and I tell you what, the 500i didn't last very long, did it? Is it the 500i you call it? A giant bat. Like Batman. Like a man-sized bat. I've seen giant bats as well. Wrangler Star. Listen. I was addicted to Wrangler Star 5 years ago, and it just, I don't know. But when he started doing the gun stuff and all, now listen, I like guns, and we've talked about guns before, and I know, but Buckin donates that money to charity, you know, and it's mental. I was watching Buckin one time. Now here's the thing, that wasn't flagged. Wrangler Star, guys, I loved his channel. I see all that homestead and stuff and everything, like that's the dream, you know. But he just got a bit, he just went a bit mad. Guys, I watched Buckin's, I switched on the Buckin's live feed one day and he got $2,000 in about 20 minutes, you know, and fair play to him. But yeah, the recipients of kindness, that's what he calls it, you know. So he has that women's shelter that he supports, that him and Ryan Reynolds or something, I think, support. You know, a lot of the money goes there, and fair play. But like, you know, he is using his platform to you know, he is getting the most out of it. And he's doing it well. He's doing it really, really well. And my god, his saws, his chainsaws. I love his chainsaws. Are we talking about Wrangler Star? Yes, we are talking about Wrangler Star. Yeah, so it's like, oh, I don't know. I did like his videos. And somebody was saying he's moved. So yeah, so there's the soldiers of kindness and there is the recipients of kindness, which is where all the money goes to. So it's when he goes out and he does all these, god damn it, Grumpy Toe. So what happens is that the money that is raised from the channel, he uses it to not to fund. Fund is probably the wrong word. So he goes to these people who need tree work done, and he's like going, well, this money came into the channel. I think this is the way. Don't quote me on this, guys. I know that a lot of the money from the live feeds goes to that women's shelter. Peppy, we were wondering where you were. Fairy Survival, you are very welcome. And we were saying that, okay, so Fairy Survival's in the house. Let's go back to talking about rugby. So if Wales came first, Scotland came second, Ireland came third, Italy came last. Where did England come? Is that what it's called? So Wrangler Star does a lot of clickbait, doesn't he? Isn't that what you're on about? You're Scottish? You're not Scottish. Really? Sorry. Okay, hang on a second. Roddy. No, Doug, you need to get on top of Roddy there. He's going a bit mad there. Okay, Stephen. About the bats. Is that what we're talking about? So, anyway. Yes, I do. I have seen big bats before, but only like fruit bats. They are massive. Yeah. Okay. We're all over the shop again. Yeah, guys. I haven't watched it. Some of his videos are excellent. Okay. I hope I never act professional. I never act professional, I don't think. I'm not very professional at anything. Maybe instructing. I'm quite good at instructing, but like I don't record that. So it's crazy. Like I don't know. And I think instructional videos, right? Instructional videos get a lot of views, right? You know, how to do this, because people search for that sort of thing. How do I tile a wall? You know, but you know, like I wouldn't do something like that, you know, because I'd make a balls of it. You know, how to tie your shoelaces, falls downstairs. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that's crazy. I don't know. But listen, hey, well, he has like 1 million and something subscribers, doesn't he? So yeah, and I am just Wooly, and Wooly is just me. I love Wooly, and Wooly loves me. Wooly Scottish. There you go, Roddy. That's the question. The draw knife. How do you sharpen a draw knife? A draw knife normally has some sort of a Scandi grind. Depends on the draw knife, actually. Roddy, what is it your standard antique draw knife? It's about 12-14 inches long. Generally they're like chiseled, so they're going to be flat on one side and they're going to be angled on the other. So what you can do is you can sharpen them either way, I think. The only draw knife I have in the house is a Mora draw knife, and it's a little small one. Yeah, I would be the same, North, and I would say that as well. Like, so, you know, that's what I'd be doing. So, you know, I always say, listen, this is the way I do it. It is the right way, the wrong way, and the Woolly way. You know, which is the wrong way but faster. So I stole that one off Homer Simpson. It's a very good one to use. So it's good night. To have their moment survival, I have to say that they can be a very exciting team to watch. But rugby's a very exciting sport. As an Ireland fan, it has not been that exciting for the last 3 years. We seem to and how's it cutting for you, Roddy? How's it cutting? Now, I've used draw knives before. They don't blunt very easy. Unless I find that you're stripping bark and you're popping branches with them and stuff like that. So I would love a really nice one, you know, like a really nice antique one. And I do see them on eBay and all the odd time, but they're like 60, 70 quid. And what do you use it for, North? Oh, I know, Stephen, we're all over the place, hey? All over the place tonight. Okay. See, I have a Mora one, and it's only that size, or maybe that size, and it's a little one for no, not Snigger, not Snigger. So it's but my uncle has a big one, and I've used that in a few videos. Uncle John has a big one, so I like using that, but I've given it back to him. I must steal it off him again. I mean, borrow. Yeah, it seems to be. I don't really see the point in it, to tell you the truth. So I don't think. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a little throw around eBay and see if I can get something problem with eBay, guys, is that all that type of stuff, and Roddy, you know yourself from picking up the axes and stuff, doesn't go cheap. Doesn't go cheap. Roddy. Yes. Can you still get blue Skittles? I thought they were banned because they drove children insane, and I sort of would think to myself, so you think it's just the blue ones that are driving kids insane, and it's not the fact that you're letting your kids eat bags of Skittles, which is like crack cocaine, you know. The Trina, I think that 371 is a better saw. I think that 371 is by far the nicest saw I've ever seen them used. I have no idea, North, how much it would cost. They are, yes, eBay definitely is. Definitely is. It's also full of regatta jumpers because I bought 3 of them today because I'm sick. I have one. I always end up wearing the same jumper all the time because I love it so much. So I bought 3 of them today. So, and you couldn't buy them on the regatta store, but you can buy them on eBay for like £8 each. They're all ported. The Dalmar's a nice saw as well. Yeah. But it's not my thing because it's not a Husky and it's a Dalmar, and they're crap, aren't they, Doug? Oh Jesus, that is right, Pat. Now I think that I think a draw knife might be a little bit a fair bit lighter. I know they're back at $75, man. That was insane. We were talking about that last week as well. Put them up, Doug. But yeah, I must get the 181 out. You make paddles. You make paddles, like canoe paddles. Really? No, Pilk tonight. Pilk, I don't know if he was here last week either. I don't see him in the comments on Wooly's World very often now either. He did disappear for a little while there, didn't he? I wonder, is he back? No, he is back. We've spoken to him since, haven't we? So it's a These are way off. These are way off in tangents again. He's back. Okay, so he's back in the land of, yeah, of course he is. Sure, I saw him post something up on the Buckin page. Yes, I did. So what was I going to say? Tell me this. Do many of you? Good man, Steve. Well, who was saying that there's Bigfoot in Ireland? Bigfoot is in Ireland. I don't know. I don't know where there would be space for a Bigfoot to live in Ireland. I really don't. There's no space for nothing. There's absolutely no space for nothing in Ireland. Not even space for the Irish in Ireland. When you think about it, guys, before the famine, like there was so many more people in Ireland. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not into snooker at all, Diesel. Okay, Scott. Wow, it's really hard to keep up on comments. You know that. I know, guys. There's 13 people on, right, and myself talking. I've never seen them either, and I am struggling to keep up with comments. I have no idea how you know when I watch Buckin, I just say hello and then that's it. I don't. There's no point commenting. The only person who normally picks up on my comments is one of you guys. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, well, like why? And especially if I'm watching on my phone, because I'd be like this. Sending the comment, you know, takes me ages. What sort of canoe paddles do you make? I am was a canoe instructor. So it's tough, but it's a tough gig. I know he had the wife with him. Was it last week or the week before? And you know, and you could see her struggling to keep up with the comments, you know. So did he make an axe handle or something on Sunday? I think. I think we're looking back at it, but I do enjoy his chainsaw videos more than anything else, to tell you the truth. But it's seasonal with me, you know yourself. So it's tough talking for all this. I don't know how Buck. No wonder he plays the drums so much. It's hard sitting here talking. Okay. Nice. So, has anybody any more questions, guys? From an ash blank, or just a blank. That's hard to do. Bit of skill involved in that. I don't have a flute. We play whistles here. We don't play flutes. I like the chainsaw trousers. There's a question for you guys. You guys that wear chainsaw trousers, hey, no judgment. I don't care. It's your personal preference, not my legs. What do you wear? I have ran a couple of stills. I ran a big farm boss once. It was Stephen, I don't need my drink to be spiked for that crack. I ran a big farm boss. It was like a 72cc. I don't know what it was, but Jesus, it was a monster of a saw. It was way before I had used a Frankensaw, you know. So I would I have an MS 180 down in the shed that is a paperweight, and I hated that saw. I absolutely hated it. I hated it so much that I went to the shop and I bought it. It's my mother's saw. Well, she didn't use it, like, but the boys, mommy got it, and the boys were using it down at Red Branch before it was Red Branch. I hated it. There always was something up with that saw. Just never worked properly. Never ever worked properly, and I didn't like it. And I went into the shop and I bought the Husqvarna 435 Igor. And I that's where Husqvarna, that's where I got on the Husqvarnas from. So that is really cool. That's really cool. So what I'm responding to toe. Okay. I was looking at the Husqvarna trousers today. £160 for a pair of chainsaw trousers. £160. Those still ones that I wear in all the videos, guys, I paid £40 for them on Facebook Marketplace. Do you know what I mean? Like, they were brand new. Somebody had bought them, never used them. So yeah, you see, dealers can be the issue, especially if you're buying new. But then I've only ever bought one. Well, there's three saw shops local here. I'm talking within 10 miles, right? North. I don't know what there is south. I don't go south. So there's one's a Still and one's a Husqvarna. You know, so and the Husqvarna one sells stills as well, and it sells they just sell everything. So there are much of a muchness, guys. If the saw works for you, the saw works for you. You know, people have it's like cars. You know, everybody has a bad story about a car. Oh, never buy one of those. Oh, such and such had one of those and it was crap. You know, so. Good man, Roddy. Guys, I really have to go to the toilet. I'll be back in a minute. Take down those airships. Take down those airships. Take down those airships. Wow. 12 yous are still here. No way. Right, okay. Why are you not allowed to talk about a still 391? I don't get it. Okay, so guys, me? Who? What? Vaccine? No, no vaccine for Ollie. Too handsome. Too young. Well, Diesel, I always wondered about that as well, right? And I sort of, they're all using Husqvarnas, right? And they're all using those Husqvarnas, the 5 series saws, right? So, and what I actually think is that those saws are sort of disposable. I think that sort of is the case. I think that they rev so high, you know, they're so responsive on the throttle, is that they just wear them out and replace them after a couple of years. I'm here. Hi, guys. There must be a serious lag on the comments. There must be, but you know, like you very rarely see those guys use big like 3 series saws or anything like that. I know that they would have back in the day. Like, have any of you ever used the 5 series saws? Like, they're a mate of mine has one. It's issued to him by the forestry, and he took it down, and it was, yeah. And I had a little rip with it. He was driving past Red Branch, and I was there. So he came in and he took it out, and we had a little rip on it, and it was smaller than the 435, but it was a 60cc saw, and it was a ripper. Jesus Christ of Almighty, boy! Some response, some power, like, you know, just whoop, just straight through everything. You know, very, very, very powerful. Well, Max. So that's what I sort of be thinking, because they're built to work so hard and so fast. Hey, back. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, guys. But I know that they're taking out a. Yeah, well, you see, there's that as well. You see, so, and a lot of people are like that, and that's why a lot of people don't like the 500i with this, you know, with this fuel injection, and, you know, computers, and that's what people say about the 5 series auto tuned. So they are talking about people don't like the auto tune. So when I bought the Frankenweenie, guys, the 525, the T525, the Frankenweenie, it's not auto tune. So I think it's you can tune the carbs in it, but you can't tune them in an auto tune. Yes, we're on the right channel. Why? What have I missed? I've probably missed something, hey, and I'm just way off talking about some random stuff. This probably isn't even what we were talking about, is it? What are we talking about? Anyway, who's Douglas? Oh, Doug. Doug, what are you doing? What is the 391, guys? What is the 391? I heard that Husqvarna are bringing out a new 90cc series of saws based on the 5 series. So I don't know what the hell that is going to be like. It's going to be crazy. I like the old stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, I like the 365 is a class saw. I would like a 372. And I would like to race the Frankensaw against the 372 to see if there is any difference after I ported. Yeah, 592. 592. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't know. A saw is a saw. If it cuts, it cuts, guys. If it doesn't work for you, you know, and it's weird, and it's weird the way people get into this, you know. So, and what about the 500A? What about that? What do you make of that, guys? It is definitely. I know me and Doug have talked about this before, about hitting trending topics on YouTube. You know, I have seen the farm tech saws. I'm in a Facebook group, and they're all about farm tech saws. My God, I can't remember the name of it. The Chainsaw Shack, or something like that. I'm not very active in it, but what's the 400A? I didn't even know there was a 400A. And these guys are really pushing them hard. Not Indiana Doug, sorry, Doug. Hometown Acres has a farm tech saw, a 372 clone. I believe that is what I think that what Doug was talking about today. He had some pictures up. Yeah, they're less than half price, and they literally have a clone of every major chainsaw ever made. You know, they have a clone of top handle saws, everything. I do like the yellow ones. I'm more fond of the yellow ones than the green ones, to tell you the truth. But yeah, Buckin like the 500A, but I don't see it on the channel at all. Wow, what's a Polan 5020? Oh, I don't know. It's some of those old saws are starting to creep into Facebook Marketplace here, believe it or not. The 440E, I don't know anything about. Tell you the truth, guys, I don't know a lot about chainsaws. 67cc pro saw, but sure, the 500A is only 80cc, isn't it? It's very close. I suppose each to their own, you know. That's, you know, 365, 372, you know, there's not much in them at all. I don't know, Pat. I probably have. It's hard to remember. Do you know that? So many saws, so little time. Chainsaw's a good crack. I must get my chainsaws out again. I haven't run the chainsaws since Monday. My God, did they get a run out on Monday? Jesus. Now it looks like we're in for some bad weather, so I don't know when I'll get them out next. So what I am going to do, is that the saw that you were talking about today? Guys, listen, here's the thing, right? This is what I meant to say to you earlier on. Every person that is on here right now, guys, are all interested in the same thing. You know, if you are interested in the same thing as these people and they are releasing videos, you will like their videos. So you should subscribe to each other. You know, only if you're interested, guys, because I've been doing a lot of stuff and research about subscribers and stuff like that. And the thing is that I don't think there's any point just subscribing to somebody's channel if you're not interested. Okay, they're what I would call dead subscribers. Okay, so you know, there would be no point in me subscribing to somebody who likes doing TikTok videos or something, because I wouldn't watch them, because they'd be ridiculously stupid. So I wouldn't watch them. So they would have a subscriber who doesn't watch. So but guys, you would be interested in each other's channels, so just right click on the link there and subscribe to each other there. Okay. Yes. Guys, listen. I have a sore throat. 1 hour, 36 minutes, 24 seconds. To the 10 people that have stuck with us to the end, fight the power, something along those lines. insert motivational topic here. So what I would say is, guys, thank you very much. There will be a new video on Sunday. I don't remember what it is, but I can tell you, if I had my phone, I could give you a wee sneak peek. But let me see now my videos. Today is Friday the 26th. On Sunday, we have... Oh, this is a good one, Doug. We have ripping chain versus standard chain for noodling logs. Which one performs better, guys? May the grain be with you. I like that. Here's the thing, guys. So what I did was I got an Oregon ripping chain, you know, for making boards and planks and stuff like that. And I put it on the Frankensaw, and I was noodling up some big rounds. So I was swapping back to the standard chain and doing that as well. So and I managed to figure out how to do a side by side. So two videos are playing at once, side by side, of the saws cutting, of the two different chains cutting through it. It is very scientific. I am not making anything up. So it's cool. 404. What does that mean? 404 means that it means that the server doesn't work or something like that, doesn't it? There's a channel called 404 that pops up on my feed the odd time. That's always about... Ah, I see it. I get it now. Sorry, Stephen Dieselman. Sorry, missed your conversation now. I get it. 404 is a big chain. 404 chain. 404 is a channel. Something 404 is a channel about aliens and Bigfoots and stuff like that as well, is he not? That is something that I do watch the odd time. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to ask people to subscribe to my channel anymore. I'm going to say, guys, thumbs up, please. And we have loads of thumbs up. Thank you very much. Guys, Roddy, congratulations on the rugby. You deserve it after the season you have had and the trashing you've given and the other that time. Well done. Guys, stay frosty. Oh, you see, I click end and then this keeps going. So I have to then click something else and then click something else and then I can finally end it. Okay. It's like, you know, that program, Police Squad. Do you remember Police Squad? They all used to freeze at the end.